everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be doing the last monthly empties of 2021. That's crazy to me. 2022 is literally just around the corner and I am a bit gobsmacked about it. Like, I do not know where this year went. I don't know where last year went. I know that I say that a lot, but I feel like these past couple of years have just been a blur. So let's go ahead and talk about everything that I used up in the month of December, and it's a good one this month, which I'm really glad about because especially my November empties were kind of lackluster, so this is making up for it. Is my office still a ridiculous mess? It is. It is. I'm very much hoping to get it back to being clean and organized because I don't like this. I don't like this. So I apologize. It's probably really busy for you guys to be looking at as well. And I apologize. It is what it is. So let's talk about everything in here. So the first thing on top is I did use up some of my Shiseido cotton pads. These are my favorite. I love them so very much. And I have gotten to the point where I'm just no longer apologetic for loving a super bougie face cotton. For me, they just work so well and I love them. I have been told that the ones from the Ulta brand are supposed to be really good as well. I'm not gonna lie, I stocked up on the Shiseido ones, so I haven't tried them yet. But once I run through my back stock, I probably will give them a try because let's be honest, $12 is excessive, but I do find that aside from being just very soft and luxurious, they also don't soak up a ton of the product that I'm using on them. You know how sometimes with cotton pads, you dump on your micellar water, your toner, whatever the case may be, and it like gets all sucked up and you can't actually use it. Like it just disappears into the void within the cotton pad. I don't find that that is the case with these and I love that. So big win for me. I did finally, you guys, if you've been catching up with my updates, you know, I finally finished this guy off. This is my White Citrus Bubble Bath from Bath & Body Works that I've been attempting to pan for 2 years. Finally got it done. Very happy about that. I did also finish off this guy right here. This is from Fresh. This is the Black Tea Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence. So I have nothing but positive feelings about this product. That was until I looked up the price so that I could discuss it in the project pan that I used this up in. This is $72. I don't know what I was thinking when I purchased this. Other than the fact that I purchased it in April 2020, which means that I had just had the girls like a couple of weeks ago. So I'm just gonna say that the sleep deprivation and everything that was going on postpartum caused me to buy a very expensive essence. Again, I have nothing but positive feelings about this. I thought that it was very, very nice, but it is definitely not something that I feel like I would repurchase. I don't feel like it performed at a level that I would expect a $72 product to perform. I'm sure that there are just as good essences that are not quite as spendy. But if you're in the market for an expensive essence, that one is very nice. I liked it. I finished up a hand soap. This is not something you guys are going to care about. It's not going to go towards like my empties total. Mostly I just like including some of my fancier soaps so that I can remind myself that I really liked them and if I see them to pick them up again. So this is from Peck and Sniffs, which I always see at like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, things like that. This was in the ginger flower and patchouli scent and I adored it. I adored it. I thought it smelled absolutely divine. I finished off a little mini of the Kopari Coconut Melt. I would not repurchase this. Well, I wouldn't purchase it. This is just a deluxe sample. This is just not the type of first cleanse that I prefer. You guys know I go on and on about my Pharmacy Green Clean. It is my favorite, but I tend to prefer the makeup melting balms that emulsify, meaning you splash a little bit of water on it, it turns kind of milky and washes away completely. Something like this, which is just extremely refined coconut oil, you have to towel it away using either a cotton pad or an actual like washcloth or towel, which then has to be washed. It's just not my preferred first cleanse method. So while it did a perfectly fine job of melting my makeup away as a first step, it's not the type of product that I would repurchase. Also, I don't find that my skin or hair really loves straight coconut oil. If it's an ingredient, it's okay, but just straight up, my skin and hair just doesn't like it all that much. I finished off a travel size of a body lotion. This is from H20 This is their Sea Salt Hydrating Body Lotion. This was very nice. It had a nice thin consistency to it, worked into my skin very nicely. It had a very soft, almost like water flower scent, which I actually really quite liked. I'm not typically a big fan of florals, especially not heavy florals, but this was just a very light kind of water flower type of scent, and I did like it actually. I did also use up a full-sized lotion. I used up my Bath & Body Works. This is from their Aromatherapy line. It's in the scent Comfort. The keynotes are vanilla and patchouli. I think you've noticed a theme. Oh, I caught a waft of it. This smells outstanding. I love this so much. I haven't been able to find this particular scent, but I did actually just recently pick up a different Bath & Body Works Aromatherapy that smells identical to this. I don't remember exactly what it's called. If you saw my last haul of 2021, which I'll have linked for you, I did talk about it then because I went over all of the things that I purchased from Bath & Body Works because I went a little ham. But yes, absolutely beautiful product. If it was still available, I would totally repurchase it, but I think I have found the same formula under a different name. I also used up this right here. This is from Dove. This is their exfoliating body polish with kiwi seeds and cool aloe, and I loved this so much. I'm not going to open it up. I will just show you the bottom. When I opened it up before, because I finished this off in my A to Z project pan, I thought I had it completely empty, but I dumped water all over myself, and I really don't want to relive that experience. But yes, that is something that I would totally repurchase. I have another one already underneath my sink because I bought them in like a big 3-pack from Sam's, and I love it. I love it. I also finished up from Too Faced. This is their Hangover RX Good in Bed Hydrating Serum. This was quite nice. This was quite nice. I don't think I would repurchase it. I am finding more and more that hydrating serums just don't do a ton for my skin, which is so interesting because my skin type is dry, but here in the past year or so, or probably 2 years at this point, it's been more balanced to dry. So hydrating serums seem like they would be something that my skin would just love, and they really don't do anything for me. So I have a few other serums already underneath my sink, which I need to get through, but this is just not one that I would repurchase because I didn't see a difference in my skin from when I was using it to when I was not using it. And for me, that's kind of a tip off that it's just not something that my skin is needing because it's not doing anything. So that is my thought there. That's also my same thought on this right here. Oh, if you saw my Bits and Pieces Project Pan update, then you've already heard me just shocked at this product. So this is just a mini of the Dr. Barbara Sturm Hyaluronic Serum. Just as I said with the Hangover RX, which is like a third of the price in its full size, this, I didn't notice any changes in my skin from when I was using it versus when I wasn't. So it just really didn't do anything for me. I cannot possibly recommend it, especially because this size right here, this mini, which is 10 milliliters, 0.33 fluid ounces, retails for $110. I don't know why. I am not a chemist, I'm not an esthetician, I'm not a dermatologist, I am not anyone who knows anything about anything, but I cannot fathom how this could possibly be worth $110.
Mommy?
Yes, baby? All right, so I also finished off a perfume. This is from Clinique. This is from their My Happy line. This is Cocoa and Cashmere. And I liked this. I thought that the scent was lovely and I enjoyed using it. However, it's not one that I would repurchase because it just didn't last on my skin. I would spray it, I would enjoy it, and then my skin would completely eat it up and it would be gone within the hour. So while I did enjoy it, I'm not going to repurchase it because it just wasn't worth the money if my skin was not retaining that scent. I did also finish off a rollerball. This is from Philosophy. This is their Fresh Cream. Again, I loved this scent. I really did. It is just vanilla-y and warm and clean and very simple. It layered really, really nicely with other scents. But again, it's not one that I would repurchase because A, it's not anything truly unique, but also it didn't wear away as quickly as the Cocoa and Cashmere, but it was another one that just didn't stay very well on my skin. It doesn't play well with my chemistry, I suppose. So that's not one that I would repurchase, but it was lovely and I'm glad that I did use it up. I finished off a sunscreen. This is from Supergoop. This is their Unseen Sunscreen and this has an SPF of 40 in it. I really enjoyed this. It had a very different texture than what I was expecting. It is completely clear and it feels very silicone-y slippy, like a silicone-based primer would. And for that reason, I found myself not using a primer when I used this, which is great in some respects because it's like combining two steps into one, which is kind of fun. But I'm also trying to work through the primers that I have, so it made that aspect of it a little bit difficult. But if you're looking for a 2-for-1, this was great. I really, really enjoyed it a lot. And it's one that I would 100% consider purchasing for no makeup days if I just wanted to put that on, a little bit of powder, a little bit of mascara, and that kind of be my look for the day. Concealer, obviously, but that would be a fabulous option because again, it had a smoothing aspect to it. I finished a sample of my La Mer cream, and as I said in my Bits and Pieces project pan, I like this product. Is it bougie as hell? Yes, it is. Is it worth the money? Probably not, no. Do I still really enjoy it? Does my skin really quite like it? Yeah, it does. Not gonna purchase it though because Ashley's wallet is not a fan of that. I finished up from Sunday Riley. This is their Tidal Aqua Cream. I think that's what it's called. Brightening Enzyme Water Cream. This is weird. I have a full size that came in a subscription box. It's got a weird consistency. So typically with water creams that I've tried in the past, they come out as a cream and then as soon as they make contact with your skin, they sort of melt down into a watery sort of consistency. They feel really neat. I've enjoyed using them in the past. This, it has a weird consistency, and I said it in the other video and I'll say it now, it has the consistency of snot. I may be the only one who feels that way, but it kind of does. When you put it onto the skin, it still stays, it's almost like they combined a gel and a cream together and just sort of mixed it around, and then that was what they did. Obviously I don't know that, but that's kind of why I get that weird consistencies. But when you put it on, it still stays feeling like you're putting a cream or a gel onto your skin. So I mean, it was fine to use. It's just really weird. It's a very small container, so I can't tell you whether or not I saw any sort of difference. I'll have to wait till I go through the full size to be able to tell you how I feel about it over the long term. Over the short term though, if I didn't already have a full size, it's not one that I would go out and purchase. I finished off a teeny tiny little bitty sample of my Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. I can tell you, I have two of these, this one and then one other. I know why I had them for so long without using them. Because I just knew in my soul that I would love this. And it's expensive. It is more expensive than lotion has any right to be, in my opinion. But I love it, and I knew that I would love it, and that I would want to find an excuse to purchase it. So I have, again, another teeny tiny sample like that. I have a variety of other sample sizes that I have gotten as point perks or in like subscription boxes and things like that, that I am going to use through as sparingly as I can, because I know myself and I know that I will want to purchase a full size, but it is glorious. It is. It's one of those products that is crazy hyped here on YouTube, and it's one of the products that I feel like is worth the hype. I did finish off a sample size of the Fresh Soy Cleanser. This is a lovely cleanser. I have absolutely no complaints about it. I like it very much as a second cleanse. It's just, it's expensive, so it's not one that I can see myself currently purchasing in a full size, but anytime I get any samples, I will happily use them, happily. I think, nope, I've got one more, but then after this, everything is makeup. All right, so I did finish off a sample from LANEIGE. This is the Water Bank Moisture Cream, and I really quite liked this. And I realized, because I mentioned in my Bits and Pieces Project Pan update, which is where I use this up in, I was a little confused because this I really quite liked, but I have also used through some samples of kind of a potted version. That's the sleeping mask. I really don't have any sort of pros or cons when it comes to the sleeping mask. I didn't notice anything that I liked about it or didn't like about it. However, this, the Water Bank Moisture Cream, this I liked quite a bit. This I liked quite a bit, and I wish that this is what I had the full size of. I think I've got a full size of the sleeping mask, which, like I said, I don't really rate. All right, let's talk about a product that I did not like, two products that I didn't really like, and then we'll talk about the ones that I did. So I did use up a sample of the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream. It has an SPF of 35 in it, and this was the shade Light. I didn't enjoy this. I really didn't. It was not the right shade for me. It was actually too deep. I had to mix it with other lighter foundations and concealers and things like that in order to use it. So that right there was not going well for it. But then also, even when I used it either on its own or as mixed, I just never really liked the way that it sat on my skin. So that is a bummer. Also, I have a little deluxe sample of the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. This is the one that is in kind of the teardrop shape. Hopefully that's focusing. Just not my preferred style of eyebrow pencil. The color for me was not right. The color is in the shade 3. I much prefer 3.5. It's got more of an ashy sort of tone to it. But also I just need something with a little bit more precision since I have little teeny weeny overplucked dead brows. So glad that I used it up, but I definitely know that that is not a style that I prefer. I did use up a deluxe sample of the Tarte Found Sealer. This is in the shade, I have no idea because it rubbed off. So, oh, can I read it? Yes, 13N. I think I have one more of these. I quite liked this. I really did. I enjoyed using this, and that's one that I could see myself picking up in a full size when I get to the point where I'm going to allow myself to buy foundations because I have too many as it is, too many. I used up a deluxe sample of the Fresh Sugar Rosé Lip Balm. I enjoy this product. I have a few more deluxe samples in my drawers, but it's a lovely lip balm. Is it way overpriced? Absolutely, absolutely. But is it lovely? Yes, it is. All right, 3 products left to go. Can I beat my low battery signal? We'll find out. So literally right after I joked about trying to beat the battery, like literally the camera shut off. Of course it did. My camera laughed at me. That's what happened. All right, so the 3 products that we have left. One that I will not be repurchasing. This is from Givenchy. This is a lip balm. I don't remember what it's exactly called because the writing is super duper small and it's silver and reflective on light pink packaging. But at any rate, this was nice. I really enjoyed this. This was one that, again, it's supposed to adapt to your lip color and just leave a nice hydrated flush. I enjoyed it very much. I did. I enjoyed it very much. It's too expensive for me to justify purchasing a full size, but should that magically come into my life, absolutely I would use it again. Absolutely. This is a teeny weeny, it looks like a perfume, but it's not. This is a teeny weeny sample of the MAC Fix Plus, which is hands down one of my all-time favorite makeup setting sprays. Well, I guess fixing spray is technically the word for it, but love this. Because this is so small, I couldn't really like spray my face with it, but this I used for foiling eyeshadows in this size, and it worked out super well for that. But love that. Have a few full sizes ready to go in the wings, so definitely a repurchase there for sure. And then finally we have a mascara also from MAC. This is the In Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash. You know, I went back and forth on this so much when it was in my tiny pans. And I wasn't sure if I liked it, I wasn't sure if I didn't like it. And what it really came down to was the fact that I had to put on literally like 7 or 8 coats in order to get it to a place that I liked it. But once I got it there, I really liked it a lot. So I kind of went back and forth on whether or not this would be something that I would purchase. And I think at the end of the day, I landed on, I think I would purchase it. I, first of all, would be very curious to know if it would have, if I would have the same experience. Would it still take 7 or 8 coats? Or, you know, once it's in a bigger, more fresh container, you know, if it would be different, I don't know. But I would be okay with trying to find out. I have way too many mascaras. I don't have any intention of buying any mascara in 2022 because I really need to get through what I have. But this is one that if that day came and I needed a new mascara, I would be curious to check this out. So there we have it, a much better monthly empties than I've had in a while. So as always, I will go ahead and put up the absolute total of everything that I used up in the month of December. And I think it will be, I mean, from 2 products alone, I think it'll be a good number. So I am planning on filming some yearly empties. I think I'm gonna split it in half. I'm gonna do makeup in one video and then I'm gonna do everything else in another video. So make sure to stay tuned for that. That will probably be coming in January. And I'm actually really excited. I've been saving my trash for way too long. My husband thinks I'm nuts for doing that, but it's really exciting to me. I love watching empties videos in general, but yearly empties video, I feel like it is so satisfying to be able to sit down and look at everything that you used up for the year and really just see that accomplishment. I mean, I know for some people it doesn't seem like an accomplishment, but for makeup hoarders like me, it's an accomplishment. So I like to revel in it, and I hope that you will revel with me. As always, everything that I have been talking about, as well as everything that I'm wearing on my face, will be linked in the description box below. And if you have not subscribed, I hope that you'll consider doing so. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.